Good evening once again, folks. Tis I, Captain Logan. Joining me here for just 20 minutes is Austin the Day Ghost. How's it
Cap
going, buddy?
woke me up out of bed for this.
No, I
And
didn't.
here we are.
We're going to do a quick sneak preview of my insane 24-hour stream I'm doing tomorrow night. I'm going to be watching DCAU episodes all day long from 10 p.m. tomorrow night to 10 p.m. Saturday night. And I wanted to do a quick test and watch a whole episode for anybody who happens to be around and wants to do this with us. I wasn't going to broadcast this, but I figured, why not? I'll do an episode I'm not going to do tomorrow, probably. I mean, now I won't because we're doing it right now. But I figured I'll pick a random episode, and we'll try to watch this with HBO Max streaming because I'm still having buffering issues broadcasting live when I do the commentaries, and my life would be a lot easier if I didn't have to take discs in and out the whole time, but I think I'm probably going to have to, but we're going to go ahead and try this anyway. You guys might experience some buffering. Let me know what this looks like on your end. This is all a test, and tomorrow night will be the real thing, and you'll probably see me pulling discs in and out constantly. I'm sure that will be amusing. Hopefully I don't scratch anything, because that would really complicate things. We're going to watch Time Out of Joint, which is the second Clock King episode. I guess not really a random episode. I love Clock King. This is not a great episode. This is not a thing that this is not one of the best episodes of that show or anything, but I like Clock King. I've never talked about this episode, so I figured
Isn't
we'd
this the one?
throw it in.
Didn't Cause we did a watch party video on this. Isn't this one of the episodes we did?
Did we? Maybe we did do this one. Maybe we
Is
should have
this
picked
the
a
one
different
where
episode
like you can like
then.
stop time?
Oh, yeah, it is. Did we do that?
Yeah.
I didn't think
yeah,
we'd ever done this episode on the channel. Oh, that sucks. Because I put it in the
That's awkward.
thumbnail and everything. Yeah, that is kind of awkward. Why couldn't you have told me that? You rigged it up and everything.
Well, I just assumed like, oh, Cap just wants to talk about Clock King again. I didn't realize it was a big deal.
Well, I love talking about Clock. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not that big of a deal, but it would have been fun if we picked something we hadn't done before. I just was trying to pick something that we did that I never got to on Bat Chat.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I didn't remember that this was on the mini marathon that you and I did. But I don't know. We'll do it for stuffs and giggles. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, so we've got it rigged up here on HBO Max. It's Batman Season 2, Episode 10, according to Max. It's Episode 8 in production order as opposed to the aired order. And get it to timestamp 0, however you're going to watch it. Get ready to press play when I say now. This is only a test. If this were an actual emergency, it would be 10 o'clock tomorrow night, and I'd be staying up too late. Is everybody ready? All right,
Yeah.
here goes. Let me make sure that I've got my audio settings right here. I don't. I'm glad I checked it. Okay, everybody, please press play right now.
There's bugs. Ooh,
You
that's
can't
really
watch
loud.
Batman the Animated Series without Batman the Animated Series ball cap. Oh wow, my video's already stalling out a lot and everything. This is great. Why is my internet down here so bad even when I'm plugged in? I don't get it.
From what I've heard, it sounds like HBO Max has some buffering issues in general. Whenever we do watch parties on the Discord and it's HBO Max, there's always at least someone that's got a buffer.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to start the timer too. Yeah. Again, it's just a test, man.
Failure.
It's only a test. No, you're right though. I think it is just HBO Max having buffering issues. Well, I don't want to use it now anyway.
Well, one exists in like a week, so.
No, I think we have till August still, don't we?
Oh, okay. They're just gonna replace it with NFTs.
Good job, Alan Burnett. Yay. I meant to bring that up on the Captain Logan show tonight, and I missed it.
Yeah, that.
I thought maybe it would come up. It doesn't matter, says Zaslav. Heard me talking all that S word. That's why Cap. Oh, yeah, it was my fault, I'm sure. I'm sure he watches this channel.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what WB deserves. Their streaming service isn't even available internationally.
Oh yeah, you're right. We did watch this together because I was commenting on that guy's face and how he looks like an
What's wrong with his
well, he
face?
looks just like an actor that was in Danger Diabolik.
Yeah, I think I remember you saying
Yeah,
that.
we talked about that. Okay, man, just everything about this is wrong. Just completely ruined it.
What a disaster of a night. Well, for tomorrow, I was like, oh, what episode am I gonna pick? And like in my heart, I was like, I want to do the first Killer Croc episode. And then I was like, but we did that when we did the watch party one, so I
Well,
have to pick
and
something
we'll
else.
do a few things tomorrow that we've done before, but it's mostly stuff that the audience has suggested. So I wanted people to get to pick anything they wanted to
Well, I'm sure
within
there's just
reason. But
kind
when
of stuff
people
that everyone picks, like Almost Got 'Em and stuff like that.
well, and I was gonna say what I did was some people left a lot of episode suggestions, and when they did that, I picked out of things that we've never done on the channel. So there's actually
Oh,
not going to be very much Batman TAS because so many people had alternatives, and I wanted to cover as much stuff that we'd never covered before. So I picked a few of my favorite Batman episodes that I have covered before, and if I find myself, this is what I've decided, Austin, if I find myself alone in any place during the stream where nobody else is around, I'm just going to watch my favorite Batman episodes. That's my whole plan. But there is going to be a lot of Batman. It's just all season 4 stuff. I think we're up to
oh,
5 or 6 selections.
that's unfortunate.
I think so too, but people love that show, and a lot of people's favorite episodes are from that show.
Curse you, fans.
So yeah, we might not talk all that much about this episode while we're doing this test right now. And also, the 24-hour stream could sometimes be like this too. It's going to be
Yeah.
very old school mania in that way. Austin, do you like the second? We probably talked about this before, but do you like the second intro, the Adventures of Batman and Robin intro?
No, I vastly prefer the original one. What I like about the original intro over this one is that the original is like a little short story in and of itself, while this one is just kind of your regular, like clips from the show.
It's too typical,
Yeah, exactly.
but it still has, the tone and the gravitas of the show and the way it's edited. I mean, I do appreciate that about it. Like, it's classily done. It kind of makes me think this is probably what we would have gotten, or something similar to that, had they
Mhm,
not gone with the short story intro.
mhm. No, absolutely. No, and this one's not bad. It's just the other one is so good that you know, you kind of can't beat it.
I always felt like the time travel or the time stopping thing in this was like a bridge too far for the show.
That was like a big thing we talked about when we did this. Was that this is like a step too far for this show?
Yeah, it's a fun episode. There's a lot of great animation in it, but it disappoints me that we didn't get maybe a third kind of better clocking episode.
Yeah. I know it's weird for me. Oh, I remember this guy because I think I said at the time that he was Black Hugo Strange.
Oh yeah, and I think we had an argument about whether he was black. Where I was like, I don't think he's black.
Was that when you said that Harvey Dent was black in this show?
I always thought he was, but apparently I was wrong. I now just got to air out all my dirty laundry from Batman commentaries. Great. Why did I pick this? I was just being silly. I was like, everybody knows I like Clock King. We'll just do Clock King. Because I didn't think
You
we'd
should
ever
have done
done
the
this.
first one. That would have been great.
Yeah.
The first Clock King episode has one of my favorite just like moments of cheapness in this show, where Clock King's running on the gears and then he stops and he turns and he becomes a still image and then he yells out and then he gets crushed.
Yeah, it's great.
It's so
Draven
fun.
G wants to know if Static Shock is included in the marathon. Yeah, I have 4 different requests for Static Shock episodes. And so we'll do those. I do have it rigged up so that if we have extra time besides, I think we have like 30 episodes worth or so of things that people requested, and then we'll have 5 or 6 more episodes added from co-hosts that are coming in because they'll all get to pick their own. And then if I need extra material, I will use a random number generator, and I've got it set up so that any episode from all of the shows besides Static Shock and Zeta Project could show up. So that'll be fun. It's like 240 episodes, I think.
Oh wow! Well, weren't you considering doing the end of the last season of Unlimited at the end?
I was, and I've changed my mind about that because like 4 or 5 of the requests are from that season. So I decided, we'll just go random the entire day. Random just meaning episodes people picked, and then maybe some random if we need to fill in. So anyway, that's my plan right now. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. I'm so excited. I'm doing it right now. But yeah, I just wanted to test this and see how it was working. Folks in the comments right now, let me know if we're buffering too much or anything. And sorry you don't have a timestamp on the screen there. I was dealing with so much stuff I totally forgot to press the go button for the timer. I like the sound effect for the time dilation device.
That's pretty cool. It's like lightsaber-y.
Do you think Clock King, after his shenanigans in his first appearance, has a well-known enough look that he wouldn't be able to get away with just walking around and not doing this? I just wonder, like, if very many people would automatically recognize him.
Yeah, it's hard to say because, like, of the crazy people in Gotham, he's just kind of man. So, like, maybe not. But I don't know. But he also has those glasses. Like, nobody else has glasses with clock hands on them.
Bob the Hun, will you do new Batman Adventures because you said you didn't want to do Batman TAS? I didn't say I didn't want to. I was just trying to mix it up as much as possible. And so when I had an option from a list of things, I picked stuff that we haven't done before. But like I said a minute ago, in case you missed it, several episodes from New Batman Adventures were picked. So we're doing quite a bit of that. Including Kareem's choice when he comes in.
What's his choice?
He asked for... See, this is the preview. I wasn't even telling people about other co-hosts besides you, but if you watch the preview, you'll get to know these things. No one will care. Kareem picked Mad Love.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Might be a little predictable,
but that's the best episode.
That's what he wanted. I actually don't think that's the best episode, but...
Oh, which is your favorite?
Over the Edge.
Over the Edge?
Easy.
Yeah.
But there's some really fun ideas in that season. I just don't care for the animation style, or I should say the character models.
Yeah, I've never been crazy about that season. I like Mad Love, though. That's a good episode.
I like the one where Scarecrow flips the fear thing and he takes away everybody's fear. I think that one's fun.
Oh, and that's like the only season where Scarecrow looks good.
I like both looks okay.
Well, all three, you mean, or because he has 2 in the initial run.
He has 2 different looks in the initial run. I guess I'm not thinking about that right.
Yeah.
See, the point of the stream is going to be just it all coming back to me.
Yeah, they change his look after his initial appearance. It's almost in a weird way kind of a midpoint. Yeah, no, it's quite different. They just tripped over like a heavy-set woman.
Oh yeah, look, you're right.
Yeah,
I forgot about this. Because I always thought it was just this and then the crazy noose thing in New Batman.
So you forgot about the original design?
What's that?
You forgot the original design?
I mean
that's the worst one.
It's all come back to me now that I'm looking at it, but
yeah, that's not shocking. That's their worst design.
I guess it needs the teeth. Well, and that episode's not amazing or anything.
No, it's fine. That's the one where you get the I am the Knight, I am Batman.
Well, that's true. his villain plot is kind of substandard in that, I think. But I mean, the bar is so high.
Yeah, that's one of those episodes I've seen 8 billion times because I had the DVD of the initial production episodes.
I love Fugit's response just to Batman being there when he goes, ah!
Ah!
It's great. Anybody else think Mayor Hill should have died in this episode? That would have been great.
I wish he got shot in this, like in the Joker movie.
Did they call him Hill in that movie?
No, I meant like more like when Robert De Niro gets shot. I don't think we see.
I thought I was forgetting a scene where a mayor gets shot in that movie. I was like, I don't remember that happening.
No, I don't think you ever see a Gotham mayor in that movie.
I don't think that's what happens. It would have been funny if Nestor Carbonell was playing Mayor Hill.
It'd be funny if
in Dark Knight.
Robert De Niro.
He looks like a hill. Sorry, what?
So, it'd be funny if Robert De Niro was just also the mayor. Like he was a mayor, but he also had a talk show. It's like if Letterman was the mayor of New York.
Oh, I never noticed that his pupils move away from the clock in his glasses when he comes close to the screen. That's pretty great.
Well, that just took me out because we had the voice of Kingpin earlier, and the big thing that whenever I think of Kingpin in the '90s Spider-Man show, there's this one line. I don't even remember what episode it is, but he goes, "All in good time," and it's like the big thing my brothers and I always laugh at. And then Clock King just said it.
I also wonder what makes the clock show up in the glasses, because sometimes he has it and sometimes he doesn't. It seems like when he's in Clock King mode, it's there, and when he's a little more timid, it's not there.
Yeah, I don't know. Animation mistake.
No, I don't think it's a mistake. I think it's entirely on purpose. I mean, this whole thing does look cool.
It is also just weird hearing Batman yell, "We're trapped in time," though.
We're trapped in time! He should be like, I would have thought this was impossible.
I'm becoming a caveman, Robin.
I mean, even the
Now I'm a
Vulcans,
pirate.
even the Vulcans in Enterprise thought this was impossible, and Batman's just like, I mean, he's freaked out because he doesn't know how to get out of it, but he's not like, this is breaking my whole understanding of reality. He's just like, we're trapped in time. Crap!
It's that weird, awful moment in Endgame where Tony Stark just goes, "I've done it. I've created time travel," and it's super awkward.
I kind of like that, though. That seems like the way Tony Stark would respond to that. Well, accomplished that.
It's just so weird because it's just like, oh, I'm gonna do this. 5 seconds later, I've created time travel. It's so weird.
How does Batman know when he destroys that device that they're not going to be trapped in time forever or something? Like, you don't know what's going to happen.
If they wouldn't just, like, explode.
Yeah, or something, but...
Something, yeah.
I might have been a little bit more trepidatious about doing that. And he knocked over a light pole.
Batman just always knows.
I guess the nice thing about being Bruce Wayne as a superhero is that if you cause any property damage, you could pay for it. But then how do you pay for it without people knowing that you're Batman?
You start a big fund for the city called a renewal fund, and then you use that to pay for anything.
That seems like a really good idea, actually.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Oh, this is a good point. I'm looking at the trivia from the wiki page for this episode, and it mentions, and this honestly could be coincidence, who knows, but it reminds me that the modern art exhibit in the Clock King episode in '66 was called Time Out of Joint, and then that's the name of this episode.
That's pretty cool. Everyone's debating about Scarecrow and Begins, so I'm just gonna throw out that Nolan's Scarecrow sucks. That's where I weigh in on that.
Oh, we differ a lot on that. Obviously, I really like his Scarecrow.
I just hope we get a cool Scarecrow in the Reeves version. And
I don't know how we're friends if you're disparaging stuff in Begins. I don't even understand that. Like,
well, like Begins is a good movie, but Scarecrow is one of my favorite Batman villains, and their
oh,
take
that's fair.
sucks. Like the actor's a good choice. I don't have an issue with the actor. It's um
Do you just not like how he goes out at the end, or
I just don't like most of anything that they have Scarecrow do in that. I don't know, it's just like everything's just the wrong take.
I think the time device looks like a party favor at a like children's birthday party.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know those metal things that you spin around and they make a goofy noise? Like it looks like that, just without the handle.
Yeah, you'd be at a party, there'd be a Joker candle on the cake, and you get one of those.
Chewbacca's Lover wants us to talk about the Tim Curry thing, which I'm sure will come up tomorrow. But I just think it's so. Some audio of his Joker finally came out and was cleaned up, and I just think it's nuts that it's 2022 and we're finally hearing that. I mean, I've heard about this for years and years.
Hmm. That reminds me of the DiMaggio Joker.
Say again.
It reminds me of the DiMaggio Joker in Under the Red Hood.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Which is
didn't
like a
think of
much
that until you
gruffer.
said it, but I think you're right. And I just have a hard time, uh, like being fair about it and not comparing it too much to what we're used to with the show. Like, you know, immediately hearing that, it doesn't sound like it fits the show, but that's because I've been watching the show for 30 years.
Well, I think part of it too is that
Like they animated to that voice in a couple of episodes. And
when I
so
think
it probably
what
would have worked, but you know, I can't take my prejudice out of it.
I also think he needs different writing.
Oh,
Because it
interesting.
feels like it's written to Hamill's Joker.
Even though it
Well,
wasn't.
no, even though it wasn't. But he's got such a gruffer sound, it sounds weirder when he's saying some of the Hamill lines. And obviously he had it first, but I think there's just like a level of awkwardness through that.
So I was going to save this for tomorrow, Austin, but I'll go ahead and make this announcement now. Based on this, next year will be Time Out of Joint Year. Just every day we're going to watch this episode.
I would probably kill myself, like, maybe on the first day, but at least the second.
Really?
Yeah, back the
I
latest.
mean, there's
I
worse
feel
things
like.
you could watch every day.
Yeah, but I mean, when in Rome.
Is it a little silly that Batman has his mouth open that entire time? Like that it's almost a
I think we
little
talked
lazy.
about that when we watched it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, really? It's a little lazier. Just the whole time he's like, almost as if we didn't want to animate his mouth doing anything, so that just became his character model.
Yeah. But it's also just funny to imagine that this happens before he meets the Flash. Oh no, my SNES controller is broken.
I wish it was an SNES controller.
What game would Clock King play? Oh, Clock King also goes out on a still image in this episode. I
That's
forgot about that.
hilarious. This is a so I said there's some fun animation in this, and there is, but there's some bits that are a little cheap, weirdly, for this show. Um, the
Well,
answer to
apparently
that
it's
is
always cheap out with
obviously
Clock King. Yeah.
Chrono Trigger.
Mhm.
You asked what game he'd be playing.
Yeah. No, that's a good one.
Like, obviously. Okay, apparently we did not have the buffering issues that I expected we would, which means I might be able to get away with doing it this way for this stream. And if I can't, we have issues, I'll switch at some point in the middle. But I think I may try it based on this. And Max stopped buffering for me after about 20, 30 seconds. So that was just Max being Max.
Hmm. Yeah, that'll be the big thing. Is it's HBO Max.
Yeah. Bob the Hunter, are commentaries by Bruce Timm eligible? I mean, we're not gonna do commentaries over commentaries tomorrow.
That'd be a little awkward.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've done that before, but once. But I would
And
want
it
the
was
right
just to
thing.
listen to Todd McFarlane.
That would not be the right thing. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
No, you gotta wait till the new Spawn movies commentary.
There's a part of me that wants that movie to actually come out, and it's looking more and more like maybe it finally will. They got actual writers. It's weird that hasn't come up on the Captain Logan show yet. I keep meaning to bring that up, and we didn't make it a lead-in topic. Maybe that should have been the lead-in topic today, but we talked about the Netflix thing. But
Yeah, one of the writers was like the main writer of the Falcon and Winter Soldier and Captain America 4. So
well, I thought one of them was a Joker writer or something.
I think there was like one that was maybe that, and then I think there was one because they had three writers
Yeah.
that they announced.
So I'm just saying, like, it is easy to dismiss it if you don't like that show and be like, they got them. But then, I mean, Joker's pretty well written, so, like, it might turn out okay. It's, anyway, look, I will take the Falcon Winter Soldier writers over Todd McFarlane. I'll take anybody that's written a line of dialogue that I buy a human being saying. Okay?
I 100% disagree because it'll be way more entertaining.
No, it won't. This is what people don't understand that haven't spent enough time with McFarlane's writing. And I don't mean to act like, prudish expert or whatever, but I did spend 2 years having to read his writing. It won't be funny. It'll be boring as sin, and you'll fall asleep in the first 20 minutes. I guarantee it. Unless you're just cringing so much from how impossible the dialogue is. It'll be boring and, like, weird, but it won't be funny.
See, I think it'll be funny because it's not you reading the dialogue; it's actors having to perform the dialogue.
Well, that's okay. Okay,
So
there might be a little bit of that. I also
if
think
you're
that'll
reading
get
it,
old
it's
quickly.
like, yeah, his dialogue sucks. But when you have like Jamie Foxx walking out saying his dialogue, like that'll be funny.
Robert Wilde says, Austin, you haven't seen the things Cap has seen. That is exactly right. We're gonna go ahead and get going, folks. We just wanted to do a real quick test to see if we had buffering issues if I'm streaming HBO Max. I think we're gonna be okay. I'm gonna go back and play this back myself a little bit and see what it looks like. But yeah, we were just gonna do this privately, and then we thought, we'll do a little preview. And I do kind of wish we'd picked an episode that we hadn't done before. But for folks that missed that stream, you got a little bit of time out of joint, and it was a fun test. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, it was good. Osmosis Dark Hell David asks if I've seen the Riddler episodes. Yes, I have. I think we did the second Riddler episode when we did this.
I didn't remember any of what. How did we pick those episodes?
I think it was also like, hey, people suggest episodes, and then we kind of picked some ourselves and some through that.
Oh, is that how we did it? Okay, I couldn't remember because usually with those mini marathons we kind of split it up, and I do a couple and you do a couple.
Yeah, I think we also took fan suggestion for that.
Guys, 10 o'clock Central Time, Austin and I are going to strap in me for the long haul. Austin will be there for the first long leg overnight, and then he'll be replaced in the morning by Connor Nielsen, who just weirdly gets off at an odd hour, and it made sense for him to pop in just as you're probably going to need to get going, Austin. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it works out perfectly, so that's good.
Thanks for joining us for this silly little test, and we'll see you again tomorrow. I was Captain Logan, and this was Austin the Day Ghost.
I can go back to sleep.
Bye, everybody. Hope to see you tomorrow for at least an hour, a couple hours, however long you want to be there. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.